Hey, good morning. Welcome to the CGS BIblecast. I'm so glad you joined us. Today we're going to be starting a new book. It's always exciting on New Book Day. We're going to be in the book of Ruth. So just preached a sermon about this a few weeks back. So if you really want to go deeper into the book, I encourage you to go to our YouTube page and find the sermon there. You can go to citynwa.com and find all the sermon links and stuff on there. So I encourage you to do that. So you got Naomi, a Hebrew, who left Bethlehem during famine and moved with her husband and two sons to Moab, a nation that worshipped many gods. So not the greatest place for a Hebrew to live, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess. At least that's what they felt like. While living in this foreign land, tragedy struck. Naomi's husband died, followed by her two sons, and things were not good. Her only remaining family were her two daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah. Still not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but we're going to go with Orpah. So when she learned that there was no longer hunger or famine in Bethlehem, she decided to return to her homeland. I mean, why wouldn't she, right? Before setting off for her journey, she urged both of the daughter-in-laws to return to their family and build a new life for themselves, but both women declined so they could stay with Naomi. It's kind of a cool moment. As their journey began, she once again urged them to return home. Orpah left her, but Ruth clung to Naomi, and with that, she clung to God. Let's read here in chapter 1 of Ruth. It says this, again and again they wept together, and Orpah kissed her mother-in-law goodbye, but Ruth clung tightly to Naomi. Look, Naomi said to her, your sister-in-law has gone back to her people and to her gods. You should do the same. But Ruth replied, don't ask me to leave you and turn back. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. And your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Okay? So, it's kind of a cool moment here, right? So, at that moment, Ruth committed to staying with her mother-in-law and leaving behind her family, her culture, her gods, and all the things that were comfortable and familiar to her. What Ruth must have seen and learned from Naomi about God convinced her that she was worth following at all costs. I love that your people are going to be my people and your God will be my God. She had to have seen something special there in that relationship. So this leaves us to ask two questions. Number one, who or what are you clinging to? Are you clinging to culture and what you're familiar with, or are you clinging to a person and following their example? Are you clinging to God? It's something to think about. What are you clinging to? And the second question is, who is the Ruth in your life? Someone who is searching for the ultimate truth and purpose. What a cool moment for Naomi. She gets to be someone that ushers this faith in to Ruth's life and change her life. And she ends up getting married, and we see all these wonderful things happen in her life after this because of the faith of Naomi and how it was modeled for Ruth. So who is the Ruth in your life? Who are you being an example for? Who are you living for and being an example for in their life? Think about that. Everybody should have a Ruth clinging to them because of the way that you decide to live your life. Hopefully you're doing that. And if not, commit to that today. And I believe your life will have more meaning, more fulfillment, and more blessing. Okay? Have a wonderful day.